talking about transgender kids, kids that are changing their genders at a very young age, as young as 6, 7, and 8 years old. And now it's getting very controversial because there's, different sides to the story and to the debate. Can a child really know if they are transgender? Or what age do they really know that they are transgendered? Can they get therapy and get over the feeling of being born the wrong gender? So these are all the questions that we're going to talk about right now. Joining us are Kim Pearson. She's the Executive Director of Trans Youth Family Allies. Dr. Marcy Bowers, who is a transgender herself and is a specialist in transgender surgery. And Dr. Michael Brown, a professor and minister. So Kim is an advocate for transgender youth. Explain to me why you think that a child, like a 6, 7, and 8-year-old child, not even to me, to everybody, that you feel that they can make that decision to change their gender.
Well, actually, I don't believe it is a decision, and I don't think they're deciding anything. Mm-hmm. Just as you knew growing up that you were a little girl, mm-hmm. they know that they're little boys and little girls. Not every child who expresses some sort of gender variance is transgender. But it's my experience that transgender children do know.
Now, I know, Michael, you disagree on Kim's position. Why do you disagree?
Well, we're both here because we love kids and we care about them. Our hearts go out to them. But this is a known psychiatric condition, gender identity disorder. It's on the records. It's a known psychiatric condition. It's been diagnosed in hundreds and hundreds of kids. Oh, okay, and there are treatments from the inside out. Compassion causes us to look at the whole thing as opposed to, here, look, there are people.
Listen to the children. Listen to the children.
The fact of the matter is, as parents, listen,
children don't start out
there
crazy.
are plenty of kids at 2, 3, 4 that think certain things that are wrong. There are plenty of kids at 6, 8, 10 that do. Here, we know there are anorexics, okay, who are absolutely convinced they're obese. You don't do liposuction on them. There are people with what's there are people with what is there are people with what is known as body identity disorder. No. Scholarly studies in the Archives of Sexual Behavior compare these two things. These are people who are obsessed.
We're not going back to the 1950s.
No,
we're
I'm
not
talking
going
about
to put
today.
our children's hands in hot boiling water to get them to go back to their old gender.
I'm talking about Dr. Ann Lawrence, who is a male to female transsexual. Just like you just wrote an article in the Archives of Sexual Behavior comparing gender identity disorder where kids are convinced.
Okay, Dr. Bowers, you speak now.
We're not going back. You can't get a kid to be a boy just because you hand him a football, or a girl because you hand her a doll.
We're not talking about that.
Listen to the children. Love the children. We're about love and compassion.
Dr. Bowers, love
Listen
tells
to the families.
the truth.
Listen to the families.
So how do you feel about gay? Just gay people, gay children?
Well, this is not an issue of gay children.
No, I know. Just trying to get your
I love gays and lesbians. I believe God created male and female. There's a best order. I love gays and lesbians, but this is not a gay and lesbian issue. This is an issue of gender identity disorder.
Conversion therapy doesn't work.
We're not talking about conversion therapy. Here, look, Dr. Kenneth Zucker is one of the world's leading authorities on this. He's treated 900 children, and he says
what age do you think is the right age? What age do you think is the right age?
We want to help the kids be at home in the biological body they're getting. When a kid's born, we don't say we don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
When that doesn't work, Michael. When that doesn't work.
Over how many years? Then you're going to put them on drugs, hormone blockers, and you're going to chop off their penis and put them on drugs for the rest of their life? That's the good solution?
Do we make children miserable? How long? What's the right amount of time?
There are ways as parents and families that are proven, clinically tested.
They're not proven.
Why are you going to deny? Listen, you have your opinion. You have experiments here.
There's just as much medical.
You have experiments. You're experimenting with kids' lives.
Kim, you support the use of inhibitors and hormones used correctly. Tell us that.
The children that continue to express over the course of their life 3 to 5 years minimum going into puberty.
What if they're wrong?
What if they're wrong? What if they are? What if they are? The question was, how do I feel about it? And what do I have to say about it? And what I have to say is that children that have expressed this about themselves all of their lives, their entire lives, and who have been properly screened by medical and psychological experts in the field.
What's the test? How do you test it? How do you test
against it?
You don't have to test against it because you want to help the kid not have mutilation.
You're saying you know with 100% certainty?
I'm simply saying the best course of action is for the child to be at home with their biological sex.
And when that doesn't work?
How do we know it doesn't work with a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old?
What about when they but we do know that some of them, but even just on a fact, there's like 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds, and so when say they're 18, just take away the whole kid thing. Legal adult, 18, and they're saying that they're in the wrong body, then what? Dr. Brown?
I still do not believe sex reassignment surgery is the best case any more than the people who are suicidal because they have 4 healthy limbs with body identity disorder.
People
They don't
die.
have a limb
You would
chart.
rather have people die.
No, I wouldn't rather have. I'd rather
That's
work
what you
with
just
them,
said.
love them, help them.
But what about so many of the people that
Would
do
you
kill
chop
themselves?
off the limb of someone with body identity disorder?
Mike,
Why
it's
not?
nothing to do with that.
Of course,
it has
very
nothing to do with
It is
chopping off a body
psychologically-
part. It is about restoring,
not the same thing at all.
about
I know
recognizing
people
identity.
that were
It's about
transgender into their
listening
20s
to
that are
their inner
perfectly
self.
fine today, that are functioning normally, that are perfectly fine. That should be the goal. Look, compassion often has to go against the grain.
Dr. Bowes, I'll let you sum us up.
Well, I'll tell you, I do surgery on, I do sex change surgery. And the average age of people that come to me for surgery is 48 years old. Of those 48-year-olds,
It doesn't change over time.
it has been there. 90% of them report that they've felt this way since the age of 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Just like the kids you just
But you
heard.
don't
It
know.
doesn't go
When you
away.
send the kid
It
in,
doesn't go away.
And there are plenty
We
of
have to
people that
take
had
a break.
sex change surgery that regret it
They're
afterwards, and it's too
happier when
late.
they
It's
do
too
not
late.
regret.
Heated
It's
debate.
probably the
Heated debate. We'll be right back. I have one of my most talked about guests here from the past. She's a transgender woman. Her name is Elena. Now, Elena appeared just days before she had sex reassignment surgery. She was on the Tyra show. And she had Tyra show cameras follow her into the operating room. And she had the surgery to make her a woman. No more man. Woman. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's not just that. It's very complicated. Here she is. Check it out.
Elena's sexual reassignment surgery has begun. Contrary to what most people, including myself, would think, there's actually no snipping involved.
Tyra, it's not a snip. We're rearranging the tissues that are there. Nothing is really amputated. Nothing is really removed.
Okay, so now we all know. Apparently, they just turn an outie into an innie. The surgery is almost complete. She will open her eyes to find that the dream she's had since she was a little boy in Bee Branch, Arkansas, has finally come true.
Going to the bathroom sitting down. How was that?
Well, I prefer it standing up because I don't like having to touch the toilet seat.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you know about squatting? Do you want me to teach you that right now? You do your squat, but your panties are down here, and sometimes you don't realize it, but the back of your panties touching the toilet.
Right. Gross.
Gross. You don't know this, so you have to squat.
Okay.
Pull the panty forward so it doesn't touch the seat, and then do it.
Hover.
Yeah, hover, and then toilet paper. Go around because you're pulling your panties. Wipe, drop, up. Okay, then, now you're a real girl now, so we have to respect other women that have to go to the bathroom after.
Right.
Take some more toilet tissue, wipe the toilet off. And flush with your flush. Hi, Elena. Welcome back. So did you use the squat pee trick that I told you?
Absolutely, I appreciate that trick. It took a little getting used to, but I think I've got it all down.
You got it down. So it's been over a year and a half. Do you still think that the surgery was the right decision? Because we just had a very big debate here.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, I thought about it, I dwelt about it, I prayed about it, I meditated about it for 32 years. It's something that I always wanted to do, and I can honestly say that it was 100% the right choice for me.
We've had kids here that were 7, 8 years old. Were you that young knowing that you were a girl?
I remember as young as 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
I would sneak into my mom's
Wow.
room, try on her makeup. I always wanted to dress up. It's something that I always
You
knew.
always knew.
Always knew.
Okay, now, you had a boyfriend when you were on the show, Sean.
Right.
Now, tell me what's going on with Sean right now.
Well, Sean and I broke up 11 months ago. It was very hard. It's been a tough year, but basically, to cut to the chase, we were intimate. Sex was great.
Before or after?
Before and after.
Uh-huh.
But afterwards, I felt like he missed that side of me that was gone.
Really? Your penis?
Yes.
So he wants like a transgendered woman that still has a
Right.
penis.
Correct.
Wow, that must have really hurt.
It did.
Yeah.
It hurt, and
It still hurts.
it hurts, but you know, things happen for a reason.
Now
and,
dating must be difficult
or
or fun.
It's fun. But it can be difficult. I mean, dating is hard enough. I mean,
Yes.
I am single. I want everyone to know that I'm single. So, and
Sean.
available.
All right. Well, Sean,
Sorry
more
about
power
that.
to you. I think Elena's absolutely beautiful, and she's let the world know that she's single and looking. Well, good luck.
Well, thank you.
Okay, we'll be right back. For more information on transgender children or teens, go to tyrashow.com. We've got a lot of resources there to help you out. And for people that are just curious to find out more information, it's all there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Good night.